This right here gonna be a cakewalk.
So
Yeah.
that is illegal.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have a lot to talk about and break down. The reason why I didn't make this video sooner, because this is going to be a very important video. I've been busy the last couple of days just moving some stuff around, doing some things in my personal life, and for some reason every time I get caught up with personal duties, something massive happens inside the Tekken scene every single time. And this time we just had the Tekken World Tour for 2022 leak. Now this is kind of interesting because, okay, so let's talk about the past Tekken World Tours as for format, as for schedule. Usually how it would go before the pandemic ruined it, in about March, April, May, somewhere around those 3 months is where all of the previous Tekken World Tours begun. 2019, 2018, 2017, 2016, if there was one in 2016, but all of them started within those 3 months. And then once you got close to August, that kind of was like the halfway mark. That's when you had Evo, and then there was maybe like the announcement of season 5 or whatever, and then the Tekken World Tour would continue all the way up until December. And then once December hits, that's like the end of the quote-unquote competitive season. That's the end of the Tekken World Tour. Then you kind of have this off season that lasts January, February, March, and then boom, you're back to April, you're back to the Tekken World Tour. So that's kind of how the schedule went for the past Tekken World Tours, and it looks like they're going to be doing the same for 2022. Now, the reason why I say it's been leaked, because it's pretty much concrete, but it's not official from Tekken just yet. I seen this on the Tekken subreddit, Tekken World Tour 2020 leaked by Smash.gg. Now, they have a Twitter post here, but when I clicked on it, I was not able to load. For whatever reason, it just did not load. So I had to do some research and do some digging to find this tweet for myself, and I eventually did. The tweet that this post from the subreddit was trying to show us says, so the Tekken World Tour 2022, and then it has a picture here. The picture is very interesting. I'm guessing this person is a competitor, and I'm guessing they were trying to apply to tournaments, and Smash.gg sent them this message saying, here is a event you can also apply for. Here is a event you're also eligible for. It says, hi, one of your events is eligible to join. Tekken World Tour 2022. See below for details on how to apply to this league. This first sentence here looks like it's something just specific to her, so I won't bother reading it. Under that says, joining the leagues is a great way for events to give potential players even more incentive to sign up. You'll need to go to the league page on Smash.gg and follow the footsteps to apply. To learn more info about Tekken World Tour 2022, such as participating events and league points, visit the league page. To see more details and submit your application, follow this link, and it says apply. The person highlighted 12:15 p.m. 13 minutes ago. In the top left, it actually looks like this is from a email. Smash.gg is their email right there, and it says to me. So far looks pretty solid, pretty concrete. Now, what really made me think that this is the real deal and we're really going to see the Tekken World Tour, first off, the pandemic's over. Evo's going to be offline, Combo Breaker's going to be offline. Those two are the big ones. If there's other tournaments throughout the year, they're also going to be offline. So if all of them are going to be offline, if people are going to be traveling all across to these events, you might as well unite it all once again under the banner of Tekken World Tour. Now, responding to that first tweet from Ayana, says, still, esports, Tekken, and Harada should probably have all the stuff completed, working, and possibly announced before it goes live. It even let me submit event this time. Still just a shell implementation, but come on, get it together. The picture that they attached to this tweet is a picture of Smash.gg. Tekken World Tour 2022 at the top is, then you basically can just see everything here. Like the person said, it looks like not complete, not fully filled in just yet, but you could definitely tell it's coming. You could definitely tell it's happening. In the next response, Eric responds to themselves and says, I get the alert all the time, and one day there was a skeleton page for it. Nothing works. Obviously, this is getting announced after Combo Breaker in 2 weeks. So this person says after Combo Breaker, which is May 19th, May 20th, or whatever Combo Breaker date is, I'll put it up on the screen. But then after that, 2 weeks, then they're going to announce the Tekken World Tour. Now, one thing that I also want to talk about for this is, what is the Tekken World Tour going to lead up to? Because like I said, in the past, at EVO, that's when they announced the new season. That's when they showed us the next big thing to expect for the next year. But Tekken 7's over. I highly doubt they're going to do a season 5 announcement at EVO. So I think maybe what this Tekken World Tour can lead up to is lead up to EVO. They show Tekken 8, a teaser, a trailer, whatever, at EVO. And then at the end of the Tekken World Tour, similar to how Capcom did with Street Fighter 6, they can show something else, right? Because last, February, at the end of the Capcom Championship for Street Fighter, they showed Street Fighter 6. Why wouldn't Tekken do the same thing when they saw how successful and how good it worked for Capcom? Capcom did that and they were still trending, still got millions of views, everyone was talking about it. Tekken can do the same thing while also bringing more eyes to the Tekken World Tour at the same time, right? There was one more thing that I want to add before I end this video. I also want to talk about the Summer Games Fest. Now, I've been hyping this up a lot, especially now that it's replacing E3. For those of you who don't know, I talked about it all year, even the last year. But Tekken 7 is where E3 was announced. The reason why I talk about Summer Games Fest so much, because Tekken 8 could be announced there, especially now that it's replacing, like I said, E3. The reason why I'm bringing this up today is because Summer Games Fest has just gotten a date. Well, it got a date back on May 7th, but I've just been so wrapped up with doing things. They put some tweets out just trying to get people hyped, get people interested into seeing what games will be there. I see a lot of people talking about God of War, a lot of people talking about Overwatch, about Street Fighter 6. I see some people talking about Tekken 8. You also have the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase on June 12th, 10 a.m. Another reason why this is so important is because a lot of people don't remember this, but Tekken 7 was shown on the Xbox stage at E3. So this Xbox showcase is another good place for Tekken 8 to be shown. Even though it's now bigger on PlayStation and PC, it was shown on Xbox. And maybe they did that because they tried to get the Xbox fan base more invested, right? You know your game's going to sell well on PlayStation or PC, so why not market it where it can capture a new audience, a new cast of players? So that's probably why they did that. The next thing that I want to talk about in terms of Summer Games Fest, when you talk about 2021, last year, their partners, one of them did include Bandai Namco. And I believe they did some marketing for Elden Ring and stuff like that. I don't know if this is where they officially revealed it, but I think they showed a little bit of something. So it says stay tuned for 2022 partners announcements. This is going to be coming very, very soon, considering that Summer Games Fest starts literally in less than a month, probably like 3 weeks. In between that time, we should get actual confirmation if Bandai Namco will be there. And then if they are there, I'm guessing Harada and Michael Murray will say, hey, you guys might want to check it out. And then that will be the pieces. But really, I put all my hopes into EVO. I kind of said it was too far away. I felt like it was too far away. But time's moving so fast. And I'm kind of just like, I think for the FGC, it would be way cooler if it happened at EVO. I think that would be legendary. But I just want to quickly talk about this too, because this is not something that I talked about on the channel, and considering what's happening with the Tekken World Tour, you wonder how something like this would factor into it, right? But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, found it informational, and thank you all for watching it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.